problematic and had to be put on hold because of how angry or irritated members were because of the pronouncements by the president. Could this be the same problem that the president is facing with the Senate, that he no longer is sitting comfortable with some of the decisions he may want passed or the kind of protection he may need from the Senate, and he'd rather avoid the Senate at all costs at this point?
Earlier, I had Professor likening or comparing the Kenyan democracy with the United States democracy. Of course, for United States, it's almost more than 200-year democracy growth. Our Kenyan democracy, for example, for some reasons, we can just pick it from 2010 after the new constitution. So, of course, we are still at that elementary stage. We want to identify ourselves. We want to look at our places, and that's why all these fights here and there. Sometimes they are very healthy, only that if we have an agenda on how to correct those gaps, because as where we are right now, we don't have a clear sanity line on how we are doing our issues. I mean, benchmark from our own that for this matter to go, it has to have gone or reflected again next year. We just left it to politics of the day. That's why immediately after election, politics is starting. And politics of hate, politics of division in terms of ethnical, in terms of religion, in terms of economic, and this has been forming the agenda of our election. Whenever we come to election, if you look at the words of those who are pushing an agenda or pursuing an election, agitating or propagating, we look at the words we are using. Immediately after that one, we want also to sustain the same threats using the weakness in our constitution. So I think we will remain talking about all these issues forever because politically we will not agree. Always. We can be good friends, but we do not agree because, again, politics is all about interest. The bottom line about politics is all about interest. So if your interest and mine doesn't match together, we have to disagree. So for party leaders to keep high on their political parties and their agenda, especially those who have got an opportunity to run or to have numbers, because politics is all about numbers. Parliament is run by numbers.
The president enjoys a majority in the Senate.
I'm just putting a point. Parliament is about numbers. Like now, Nairobi County, ODM have got more numbers as compared to the ruling side in terms of the governor. And the governor at any given time will have to struggle always to ensure for him to have enough number to push his own agenda. Like I've seen the ground here, one of the grounds of impeachment is he has failed to deliver on his political promise. The question is this: is it the same county assembly who are approving the budget? Do they understand the budget? Do they look at the program-based budget? Before they approve the budget, do they go through the programs and reflect on the agenda? Now, coming to this one, at any given time, even as a political leader, you will always try to manage what you can manage, except only on the issues that touches on ethical conduct, as per Chapter 6, which the law is very clear, as prescribed the process, as prescribed the ultimate outcome of that upon investigation and establishing of evidence. Other than those ones, anything that is political, and as I said, politics is all about interest, you will always try as much as possible with the current setup, ensure that you are not found on the side of the laws.
Even in the broad-based arrangement where the two leaders control the bigger numbers.
It's about numbers. Remember Kenya Kwanza?
Are you saying they no longer have their confidence in their numbers in the Senate?
Pardon? No. I'm saying the aspect of broad-based coming in together it was because of building a number, because there is power in numbers. Remember, after the fallout of the Rigathi Gachagua, who happened to have an influence on the leaders from the site where he come from, and those are the components of a better number for Kenya Kwanza. As a president, if you're not careful, you might remain to have a state power without people's power.
Are we saying that's where it is? Because my question was, the president would have allowed this issue to get to the Senate and manage it from that level. After all, he enjoys the majority in the Senate, and with the broad-based arrangement, even the ODM numbers would be for him.
As a Christian, there is a verse that says, sort out your issues at the place of... Because it is very expensive. Can you remember that process of subjecting Senate to come and meet? It's costly. There will be some money to hire lawyers. It is much cheaper if these things... Because look at it, it was a misunderstanding. Because that's what they have said. They have postponed. In fact, somebody would say we have been threatened. To me, I think it is wrong because they've said, yes, we have had the discussion and postponed so that the issues that are between us and the governor can be sorted. These are politics. I mean, there's no way, there's no better formula of addressing politics. Politics is all about agreeing.
Okay.
Fred,
Yes.
Fred, you've been stopping me, and I've been trying to be disciplined, but I think that also we have to be very honest to our viewers that maybe Mheshimiwa is trying to